So, what is actually better, a Dodge Charger Scat Pack or a Mustang GT? I have driven a Scat Pack already, however it was a Challenger, this one's a Charger, and I've driven several Mustang GTs. Mopar fans tend to say Mustangs suck, and Mustang fans tend to say Mopars suck. For some reason, people are not very open-minded. Before we go for a drive and talk about it, let's look at how crazy this one looks. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is the true definition of a muscle car, if you ask me. In my opinion, I see Mustangs a lot more than I see these cars. Maybe it's different for you, but this is a 2021. It only has 23,000 miles on it, or 24. Yeah, 24. And oh, these cars are very, very different. So I want to talk about what is generally better and which one might be right for you. You can see 12.2 miles per gallon on the dash. By the time I'm done with this car, it might drop to single digits. And stay tuned to the end because we're going to be pulling up to a 6-spot over at North Korea, and we're going to really test this thing out and see what it can do. But oh man, these Scat Packs, I am starting to absolutely love them. I'm not saying I don't love Mustang GTs, but they're very different in their own way. So, the main difference, to put it very simply, and one that may decide, you know, help you decide which one's right for you, is Scat Packs are more playful, in my opinion. Watch this. Yeah, it moves. Oh, there's a GT350 right there. Hello. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually the one we reviewed. No joke. Okay, so Mustang GTs seem to be more like all around a mix of everything. Cornering, sound, comfort. This one is arguably better with comfort. This is a heavy car. It's around 4,400 pounds. By the way, did I even mention how good this interior looks? This interior is definitely better than a Mustang GT. Now, I'm not comparing it to the 2024 Mustang GTs. That's not fair because these cars are no longer being made anymore. 2023 was the last year of production for the V8 Chargers and Challengers, and that's what kind of makes these even more special. Is that an AMG E63S? What's going on today? Hot damn, Shelby GT350 and a E63S AMG. And we're in the Scat Pack. Hey, this might be better than, maybe that's better, I don't know. But these Chargers are so tame when you want them to be. You can just cruise. I feel like I'm riding in an SUV, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. Yes, a GT is going to be a lot more fun on a track or around the corners, but this, if you want to just daily drive this, I mean, easy peasy. This thing is like, you get heated and cooled seats, these beautiful seats to sit in that are extremely comfortable, a big wide steering wheel, and just an insanely comfortable ride. But if you want this thing to do a full 360 and just go crazy, it can do that. This is a fast car. It also has launch control. The RT and the Scat Pack are a little bit different with how the infotainment system is all set up. If you go to SRT dashboard, you can do a 3,300 RPM launch, which by the end of this video, we're gonna do one of those. And these infotainment systems, by the way, beat the Mustang GT all the way. Like this is the best infotainment system I've ever used in any car ever. Just, it's like an infotainment system for a kid, but you want that because when you're an adult and you're a car person, you know, you're also a kid, let's be honest. And this thing will just make you feel like a kid again because you can have so much fun with this. You get line lock, and if you want to do burnouts, you don't even have to use line lock. You can just hold the traction button. Let's do that real quick. There it is, electronic stability control off. And that basically says, hey, you're on your own. Do what you got to do with the car. And it will let you do that. Oh my gosh, this thing is more childish than a Mustang GT. And don't, you know, think that's a bad thing. Again, when you drive cars like these, you want them to be childish. You don't want it to be like a, you know, you don't want to be a 70-year-old man cruising, you know, yay, doing slight accelerations. You want to go, yes, sir! Oh my gosh! It's so good. It's so good. And these cars are just a tad bit faster. Oh, that's Copperoonie. These cars are just a tad bit faster than Mustang GTs, 10-speed Mustang GTs in roll races. You can go and search the videos if you want to. Whenever I make these claims, I always have people commenting saying, no, it's not. Go look at the videos yourself. It's very, very, very close. Stock for stock, though, these things will pull just inches ahead of a Mustang GT, and it may depend on the race, of course, who gets the jump, but equal jumps, these will slightly pull. Now, you know, slightly, that doesn't make me just gear more towards the Mustang GT or the Scatpack in any way whatsoever. But okay, well, so first let's start with the exterior. For me, this exterior, this specific one with that nice stripe going down the hood, and I guess you could always look at a stripe on a Mustang. Okay, you know, I don't know, something about the exterior of this Scatpack makes me like this more than the exterior of a Mustang GT. Mustang GTs are really nice, they break necks, but this thing, a lot of people have looked at me when I drive past them. It sounds really good. That's for a discussion in just a second. Hold on, 1 second. Oh, it's so good, and it lets you just get loose. You can feel the tires spinning behind you. And we just jumped up to the speed limit in like 3 seconds. It's insane. This really doesn't get old driving it. But honestly, with the exterior, with the way this specific one is set up, I'm gonna have to say this looks better than a Mustang GT. It's gonna vary based on, you know, what spec you got on your Scatpack. But I don't know, something about this exterior with that front end, it's so mean looking. I absolutely love it. Interior, I have to give it to the Scatpack. It's just more comfortable, better infotainment system. Simply put, this interior is better than a Mustang GT. Cornering, Mustang GT wins all the way, and there is I think it was just a RT. No, it had the hood scoop, right? So that was an RT, maybe I don't know if the GTs or SXTs have that hood scoop. You know, again, it's going to vary from Scat to Scat, right? Some don't have these either leather or Alcantara seats, but oh man, I mean, and they're big enough for any size person to sit in them and just feel good about sitting in this car. Let's do another pull real quick. We're passing a lot of Mustangs. See guys, I'm saying, these are more rare than Mustangs. I'm really, really confident about that. Again, maybe if you're in a different area, maybe not. There's a Challenger right there. I like more rare cars. And whenever I pull up to car meets, I just see rows and rows and rows of Mustang GTs. I don't really see rows and rows of these. So that's worth considering. Another thing about these Scatpacks is, well, they're going to become more rare because they're not in production anymore, but especially ones that have been treated well. If you look at most Scatpacks and Hellcats, they've been tossed around, possibly stolen, repossessed. One like this, though, this from my knowledge has been treated pretty well, and so it feels really, really good being in this thing. Now, I've been praising the Scatpack a lot. Arguably, the Mustang GT sounds better, I think. Mustang GTs are more reliable, and they're more modifiably friendly. These engines do not handle boost well at all. To throw the 5.0 on E85 or add a turbo onto it, you're gonna have a much better experience doing that on a Mustang GT. So if you're somebody that wants a project car, if you're not one of those people that's like, yeah, mods coming soon, but you say that 3 years later and you never do it, then this car might be more for you. But for somebody that actually wants to toss some money into a car and build a project car, a Mustang GT is going to be a more friendly platform for that. And it's overall more reliable. I've read a lot of stories about Scatpack owners, and just anything online, you'll find that modifying these is not really a good idea. And plus, if you're in a Mustang GT, you don't have to worry about it getting stolen as much. I'm gonna make an entire separate video on why these are the most stolen cars, and there's actually a real reason for that, by the way. It's not just something like, oh, people like them, or thieves like them, or they're popular cars. That's not it at all. I'll save that for the other video though. But yeah, I would feel more safe leaving my Mustang GT in a parking lot without a doubt. We got another little acceleration here. Oh, it's so aggressive. Even when it loses traction, the car keeps putting the power down. One of the most unique traction systems that I've ever experienced. It's geared to just make you have a ton of fun. I don't know why that guy just pulled out right there. And what do you guys think? Does the GT or the Scatpack sound better? It's tough to say. They're different. If you put an aftermarket exhaust on a GT, I think there is nothing like the sound of a Coyote engine just screaming. This one, again, it is very, very, very good though. So exterior, this one, interior, this one, sound GT, cornering GT, acceleration, probably this one. Again, it's slightly faster than the Mustang GT in a roll race, and you also get this just menacing launch control, and it's so fun to go from a stop. So this one, in my opinion, is more fun in terms of acceleration and launching it. And reliability goes to the Mustang GT. Very even battle going on there. So just look at all those categories and what's more important to you. That's really what's important there. Whichever one of the categories are a priority for you is really the car you should go with. So we're here. Let's skip to testing this car out. All right, ready? Good. It is so much fun. I mean, I have driven some fast cars, but let's test the cornering real quick. Yeah, the wide body definitely helps. Let's throw it. Well, hot damn. I mean, this thing, it would be difficult to get used to this speed. And that's coming from somebody that has driven a lot of fast cars. So if you have not driven fast cars often, or this would be one of the fastest cars you've ever had or driven in your life, I mean, this thing would feel insane to you, absolutely insane. And yes, a Mustang GT would as well. But coming from somebody that's driven like 5 Mustang GTs, this acceleration is just more fun. It's way more playful. Let's go from a dig. And every time I use launch control, for some reason it cancels it. I hold the brake, I press the gas. Let's do this. Let's do a 3,000 RPM launch. Ready? Why does it cancel? It is so easy to hit high speeds in this thing. Those tires are going. I could do that literally all freaking day. Oh my gosh. And yes, it would be fun in a Mustang GT too. There is really just something about how this car accelerates, and it's just more playful without a doubt. So let's get out real quick and just summarize this up. All right, oh my gosh, and the wide body, it looks so good on this. It really, I mean, wide bodies are a lot more rare than narrow bodies, and it just something about how this looks, how the fender just kind of collaborates with the splitter down there. I mean, and the stripes, and oh, it's such a good car. So again, I'm not bashing on Mustang GTs. This is all coming from somebody that owns a Mustang. I'm a Mustang person, but you gotta really get the full experience in a car like this to make, you know, to be open-minded. You know, don't just close-mindedly say another car sucks because you like something else, or because there's those die-hard fans that just talk crap all the time about other car owners. I don't want to say which one I would get yet. I have to give it some more thought. If it was the 2024 Mustang GT, I'd go with the 2024 GT. But in 18 to 23, that's where it would be very hard to decide whether I should get this or a GT. Mind you, these things are getting pretty damn expensive. Dealerships want around 65 for this. So anyways, I'll stop there. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave it down there. Make sure you drop a like on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.